My name is Jazon. I'm with the Anchorage Game Developer Club. So we've been kind of talking about the idea of doing a game as part of the hackathon. Excuse me. Within video games, a hackathon is actually, we call them game jams. So the idea is to get a bunch of people together, have some sort of concept for a game, and kind of just see what we can do, right? Hackathon-like. We don't actually have a formal, really well thought out idea at the moment. We have a couple of different thoughts we've been bouncing around. Supposedly we might have an Oculus. There's a couple of guys in the group who have an Oculus Rift that might be able to lend us. And if so, we're contemplating doing various different game concepts with that, one of which was the idea that we would have, it's actually a bit tricky to describe, but the idea is that you would have a game that involves 3 people. Each person would have one aspect of the game, so one person would have an Oculus, one other person would have headphones to be able to hear stuff, and one person would have input, keyboard, and mouse. And trying to think of a puzzle game to where you have to actually coordinate between 3 people and be able to build something with that. So somebody can see what you're doing in this 3-dimensional space, somebody can hear what you're doing, what the game's doing on the headphones, and somebody can actually interact with that. And so just kind of crazy mania of an idea of what could come up with that. That's one concept. Most likely will be in the Unity game engine. And let's see. We previously started working on another concept using the Oculus that was ice climbing. And so you have, we're using these things called hydras, which are kind of really fancy Wiimotes. And the idea was that you could look around, you could have be ice climbing, you could look up and use these little devices to kind of jump up and move and all the good stuff. But yeah, I just want to just let everybody know that that's kind of what we're hoping to do if we have enough game developers for it. And we're actually open to ideas too, if you have any other really cool concept, like use the Oculus, that's even gamifying another concept. I want to get somebody interested in some other aspect of programming or whatever else. It'd be kind of game to hear that too. Yes?
Would you consider augmented reality LARPing? Live action role play? So you guys aren't nerdy enough? Because I am!
Yeah, possibly. If you can kind of think of a way to simplify that we could actually do. So you're picturing like walking around and interacting with people in this kind of RPG sense?
Yeah, you could, or you could even have a dragon that everyone fights. So you would have, a field and you'd see a whole bunch of people with Oculuses on doing this.
Or maybe
that would be awesome.
It passes through so you can see what's behind it. That way, instead of taking a little beanbag going, I'm casting a fireball, it'd be like, fireball flies out of your hands, everybody watching.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would actually be,
I don't want to
code that might work.
I can confirm, Kyle Easterly is going to bring his newly acquired Oculus. He's planning to be there the whole weekend. He didn't have a project per se, although he loved one, but at the very least he's going to be there with all the demos, including the roller coaster demo. And if anybody afterwards, come see me. We actually took, in our office, we filmed somebody, we took a video of somebody doing the roller coaster demo. It is hysterical.
Another really fun one is you're actually in a plane and you direct the plane by leaning. And so if you want to get the plane to go down, you actually move down and move up, and it gets incredibly nauseating, but very, very fun.
If you guys could tie it into online Anchorage budgeting, I think
that's what we need to do. Gamify that.
Fireball that proposal.
One more question. I'm just curious, do you guys have any connections or anything to any of the, or know anyone in the gaming industry, like any of the AAA developers? Because it seems like no one in that industry has any clue what to do with Oculus yet.
Right, I doubt Facebook even does.
Yeah, huh?
I doubt Facebook even does.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah, so do you know if these are just, do these have the potential to be marketed to a, gaming audience, which is the rest of North America? Or is it something that is accessible to only people in that kind of niche?
We'll see. It's impossible to say. There's a lot of interest in it. Valve's doing some cool stuff. Sony's doing some awesome stuff with the Morpheus.
Well, I think Valve says they're already trying to get rid of Oculus, and they're just trying to project things into your eye.
Yeah, that sounds creepy, but cool. I think Facebook legitimizes the platform, so I think we're going to see some really interesting things happen with it. It's kind of interesting because it's not a very social concept. Every person has to have their own Oculus, but I think very cool things will happen. But it's kind of like 3 glasses. Who knows? I have no idea what's going to actually.
Seems like it could have a medical application to it, for people doing surgeries and stuff. Like,
some very cool
don't
game
cut
stuff.
this vein,
Sure.
go behind it.
Glasses.
I think I'm past my 3 minutes, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. Do you have real quick? I have an example of a few of the apps that have actually come out of game jams.
Yeah, some people did some pretty cool stuff. One that we actually were kind of bouncing an idea off of was my idea for our idea for having a Oculus headphones that's separation. One person did a bomb timing app to where somebody is using the Oculus to look at a bomb. It's 3D vision. You can look above it, below it, etc. They have this bomb in front of them. They don't know how to disarm it, and so you have to have other people's input to tell the person how to actually get it. So I think they're looking at like a reference manual while the person using the Oculus trying to disarm the bomb, and so it's this kind of coordinated thing where not everybody has to have an Oculus. You can kind of coordinate the person with the Oculus to try and disarm it, so you can get some fun ideas like that. And that was from a game jam.
That sounds awesome. And
Yeah.
scary.
And scary, yeah, it's and entertaining, so it's kind of